Reserve time.
Tide Hunter.
World Elite's turn to pick. Mousesports' turn to pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Clinks.
And they are fighting for their tournament life here. This is just the beginning. If they do not win here, they remain on the standby list, and whoever wins gets to participate in the 16-team tournament. So best of 5 is what we're going for. Mouse needs to take 2 more wins to end up taking the victory here, and WE needs to come back and take at least 3 games. So I'll go over WE here. We have Luo on the mid lane, going to be playing Wisp. He went for a bottle start, actually, so it does look like he's going to be soloing the mid lane, possibly. Icy is on the Darkseer with a Stout Shield, a little bit of regen. Finty is playing the Ancient Apparition. We have Chan on the Earthshaker, and finally on the bot lane, GG going to be playing Weaver once again.
And the mousesports side, the team who did win game number 1, we've got 1437 playing the Tide Hunter, heading down towards the bottom lane with Sing Sing on Rubik. Leshrac being played by Crockett. Looks like this is going to be an aggressive trailing. Sing Sing playing the support this time around. Over in the mid lane, we've got Bamboo playing the Nature's Prophet. And at top lane, we have got Black playing the Clink. So a 3-1-1 setup coming out of mousesports. Clink's looking to solve that top lane. It looks like he's going to be up against the ESAA dual lane, I want to say. It's something that is quite commonly used by these Chinese Dota teams. They'll put an ESAA defensive lane at top, and against a hero like a Clinks, well, they'll do okay. They can just harass him whenever they have that combo up, get the Colpete plus Fissure. They're not going to be able to get any kills, but they can just harass, put some pressure on Black, and slow down his farm. This is just, it's very unusual what World Elite picked it. I'm really interested to see how it works out early on.
Yeah, it looks like, they're going to be doing a, oh my god, he's put into the high ground. Nothing is going to stop him this time, and wow, they tried to pick up that last game, but this time, GG is not level 6. How many tangos did he have to waste? 2 tangos. Hypothetically, 1 tango wasted to get him through there, but still a nice little advantage. It's looking like a little harass to force him up there, but they're going to possibly do a jungling or pulling Darkseer here and just put Iron Shells on top of that Weaver so that he can go invisible and just do a ton of AoE damage as he passes through.
Yep, and I like what they've done. They've scouted the trial and they say, okay, we're not going to be able to beat this trial. I mean, a trial of OOs is not that strong, especially at the early levels. Unless even with the ESAA there, it's not a really strong level 1 combo. They want to get those heroes some level, so they chuck Weaver up against the trial. And he's a hero who's not going to be the easiest to kill. They can set that with a telekinesis, they may be able to get him, but just having him as a solo against this lane is going to work out very well. Tidehunter coming into the jungle is actually going to block that small easy camp, and that's going to give Darkseer a much harder time jungling it up. He has gone for a fast early pull on this big camp, and with this Salve and Tangos, he can actually probably take this out, and he's going to drop down that Iron Shell. So Darkseer probably going to be able to get that early level 2, level 3.
Yeah, very smart way to do jungling at the moment. You can't really use the smoke gank stacking anymore, and as you can see, Iron Shell's doing really good work, though. Puts a second Iron Shell, actually. These might actually kill each other, maybe even the small Satyr, which could ruin some of his kill potential, but we still see 1437 on the high ground, looking for a kill steal maybe with his Gush, but would be kind of expensive on mana here to do so.
Yeah, right now 1437 is just keeping an eye on this Darkseer. I think he decides that sharing the XP between 3 heroes at bottom is not going to accomplish much unless they're sure they can get a kill on Weaver, but Weaver has kept this lane so far perfectly at his tower. He has now just managed to maybe push it out a little bit.
God.
Oh, Darkseer.
He did it. He gushed the Darkseer when he was low HP and surrounded by 4 neutrals. Such good play. I can hear the screams from the kitchen. Oh my god.
1437, making stuff happen very early on. Death to the neutrals though, so no actual first blood gold, but still it's a kill nonetheless, and that's going to really put a dent in this Darkseer's early game farm. Now they're going to come around, Sing Sing and 1437. They're not going to get a kill here with this combo here. They are going to drop the Gush here. Maybe I should take that back. There we go, Surge away. They get the telekinesis off. Not going to overcommit for it, but they want to steal some of these neutrals here. They're going to have to take quite a bit of damage because these neutrals, they hurt. Darkseer coming in. 1437 taking so much damage. He may have overcommitted here. Icy trying to chase the block. Sing Sing. He may have to save the life of 1437 with Tether in. This is going to be the end of 1437 if he's not careful. The Tether, the stun. Great counter gank coming from World Elite. Spotting mousesports out of position. Wiz coming in. They get the kill on him. And Sing Sing still in a bit of trouble. He needs to sort of get out of here. Creep coming in. That's going to block him off. And
there's
this
the tether.
Is going to be the end of Sing Sing. What a crazy start to game number 2.
Sing Sing running away as fast as possible. The Iron Shell doing the damage though, and he has a salve, but it's not going to matter. He is dead no matter what. And a smart play to shut down the Darkseer, but they just committed way too much. They lost most of Tide's HP just from getting right-clicked on these neutrals, and the double kill happens.
And I can hear the players shouting downstairs. All the other players at this event are just watching from 2 stories below us, and they are going absolutely crazy. This game is something I have never seen before, and that is with thousands of Dota 2 matches, pub games, professional games, nothing of the sort. A Wisp solo mid, a Darkseer up against this strange dual roaming strat, and it's just completely backfired. And the Wisp solo mid is partly the reason for it. Wisp has now picked up some boots. He's sending his, looks like he's doing a bit of bottle throwing action. 2 bottle throws actually happening. Darkseer's gone in mid lane. They want Bamboo. Fissure coming in. ES is rotated, and Bamboo slight tramp block, but it works both ways. It actually blocks the Darkseer from chasing him, and Darkseer Wisp have to back themselves off.
Yeah, nice plays there. Bambo now covered by 1437. He does have an urn picked up as well, so if there are some deaths on the map, he is going to be able to do some nice ganking follow-ups with it. Rubik is still level 2 on the bot lane. Kuroki at 15 and 5 last hits versus 16 and 5 on Weaver. And possible harass on GG. I know for a fact top lane's in trouble. Follow-up stun does land on the Weaver. The Edict. Oh, there's the Sentry with a couple right clicks, and he does get picked off. Huge gank on the bot lane for Mouse there.
Yeah, great initiation there. They had the telekinesis, even with him Shikuchi. They knew that sun would land, and getting that kill, it's an important kill. Top lane, they've gone in. Black taking a lot of damage here, just using the cold feet for the speed. He actually gets out of the cold feet, does take quite a bit of damage, and look at this. Black actually only seeing on 12 CS. They've done a really good job at slowing down his farm, negating an Ancient Apparition seeing on 17, and these Sentry Wards is just causing Black a lot of trouble.
Yeah, the damage is not quite high from him, yes enough. So he isn't able to pick up a whole lot of last hits, especially because he's worried about the Ancient or the Earthshaker fissures constantly from this. So Darkseer's still back in the farm. Level 4, his EXP is definitely behind here, as we do see Wisp get very, very low, spawning some illusions as Bambo's getting low. I hear a Surge somewhere, and it's just Darkseer running back in the jungle, so no problems there.
Yeah, really interesting to see what Wisp tries to do. He's going to get level 6 fairly soon, but he can't really go off. I mean, he can solo gank, actually. He's going for the leveled up spirits. He's going to probably max him out by level 7, and those do quite a bit of damage if he can TP in on some of these heroes. Another cold feet plus Fissure. They just keep on dropping these on Black at top lane, and that's causing him a lot of strife, as they are not going to get the kills, but it's just slowing down his farm, stopping him from actually doing much at top lane, and he's still sitting on that 12 CS.
Yeah, on the bright side here, Ancient Apparition is completely out of mana, so there won't be any more cold feats for quite a while. He brought himself the Basilius. It's going to give him some nice mana regen. A little harass, actually, on AA. Only 2 tangos left for him. He's going to be at a slight disadvantage as Nature's Prophet goes back to base. Going to go on mid. Possible Hand of Midas on the way as he has picked up a Gloves of Haste. So he's going to go into a semi-carry build after this.
Yeah, he's gone for the fast out of Shadows, but he's not really actively ganking at this point. I think that's because any ganks he does can be so quickly counter-ganked, and there's the counter-gank. Bottom lane, Wisp goes flying in, Karaki in all sorts of trouble. He's got those Arcane Boots, but that's not going to help save him. And they get the kill. Wisp will go flying back towards the mid lane, and he does bring Darkseer with him, so Darkseer can keep on farming up that jungle.
A very casual little gank that they can do there with just a little bit of mana, but on the downside, Bambo's going to take the mid tower. We see an Ion Shell and one Treant, hopefully micros this one away, and he does. That's going to defend the push a little bit, but I'm sure he would much rather be sitting, just picking up some creeps here. But he is going to get some solo EXP now. Reds and Blinks on the top ground. 4037 ulti as well. It goes on Black, and he is going to actually shatter as he was invisible here. 4037 wants to grab the kill, but only level 2. And another hit from Sing Sing as he uses the telekinesis. A couple more right clicks on top of Chan, and can they pick up the last hit? Yes, Bambo's going to grab it. 1 tango eaten from the Ancient Apparition as he gets out of the Sprout.
Well, they get the counter gate with Bamboo, but the kill on Clinkz is what they wanted and what they will walk away with, and that was just perfect execution. That's something which these teams, World Elite, have done time and time again. They just, in Dota 1, it's something that they just execute to perfection. The cold beat plus fissure combo, and then as soon as AA hits level 6, that's when they can actually get those kills on Clinkz. Even with the extra HP coming out from Deathpack, it's not going to be enough to save them if they land that ultimate.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very tough. Bambo up to 33 last hits. The Spirit Harasses coming. Those do so much damage. 75 per hit. Multiply that by 5, and you're doing about 300 and some damage to Sexy Bambo in the mid lane. Luckily, he can go back to base, and he does have an urn, of course. Possibly getting ganked here as Darkseer is level 6, ready to come in, but Sing Sing is also here, as is Kuroki. Do they realize Wisp is such a squishy hero? All they need is the first disable, and here comes Telekinesis. Follow-up Split Earth is going to land, but he does use the tether, goes the other side, but gets picked up either way, and the Edict damage on Icy is huge. Couple more right clicks. Can they grab him? No, he's going to survive with 16 HP.
Wow. Well, that gank backfired very quickly. That's something that mousesports need to kill. This Wisp will slow down. A low movement he had. Ancient Apparition at top lane takes huge damage. He gets the kill on Titan, but he does pay for it with his life. Clinkz gets the revenge kill. Black, that's going to sort of slowly start to help him catch up. A kill like that, although they do lose the Tidehunter in the meantime, definitely worthwhile for mousesports, and also getting the kill at mid lane. 2 for 1 for them, and they were behind. I mean, these hero levels, it was the 4 heroes on World Elite who were actually the highest heroes in the game. They had about a 2.5k XP lead. It's going to drop back down closer to the even mark, but still mousesports will be a catch up to. Uh-oh, Wisp, he's TP'd in directly to the mid lane, the Fissure as well. Kuroki taking a lot of damage. Kuroki goes down. Bamboo trying to TP out. Are there any more disables? Doesn't look like it. Oh, the tether damage. The stun actually cancelled it once and they couldn't recast. Wisp brings back his teammate, I believe, to the base, and that was a successful team fight for World Elite.
Man, this combo is so cool. They butter themselves up with Ion Shells, get the Spirits ready, hop on in, and just do insane amounts of burst damage to any heroes that they jump on. Now, Wisp is still pretty squishy as a hero, but he's picking up some gauntlets, so pretty soon here he's going to have an urn. And thus far, it's worked out. He's got 5 assists on the Wisp hero.
Man, this Wisp, I have to say, I'm suddenly becoming a strong believer in the solo mid Wisp. It is working wonders so far, and I mean, Zhao Lua, the captain, he's come up with something very, very new, and something that none of these teams have probably really seen before. And I think that's one of those things. I think they decide we can't go up against mousesports playing standard. If we play standard, maybe our strategies just don't match up well against them. If we do something a bit different, this is how we'll beat them. This is how we'll take them by surprise, being aggressive. And it's so far, it's working well. They're up 7 kills to 5. They're going to have to start defending their towns. That's going to be the real struggle. Up against Lestrak. Lestrak is still squishy though. That's the thing. They're just going to jump this Lestrak, and with 650 HP, AA ultimate flying his feet. Kuroki. Fissure as well lands at the perfect time. He gets insta-KO. The vacuum is there. Kuroki is still alive somehow. Should be ticking down in just a second. There we go. Wisp finishes him off. Wisp going down though. It didn't actually work out too well for World Elite. 2 for 2 trade now. Weaver just managed to get the kill on the Tidehunter. Did he go as well as I thought for World Elite though?
Yeah, I thought as soon as that AA ulti hit, as well as the vacuum, that they were absolutely screwed there. But since their HP totals are so low, that means that the percentage for trigger is much lower as well. Leshrac has to get below about 60 HP before he does end up shattering. So that's why he ended up surviving for quite a while. He was able to throw out the Fissure. They grabbed the... did they kill Darkseer as well, or is that just the Wisp kill?
It was a 2 for 2 trade. I think the second hero was the Darkseer who did end up... It was the Wisp as well as Darkseer.
Alright, Black wants to get a kill. Oh, there's actually a TP coming top with Wisp. Coming up with Darkseer once again. A little bit of cold feet on Tide. He's trying to break it, but he's going to get picked off for sure. He does get tethered and vacuumed. Wisp with another kill now. And Black running away with just a Sage's Mask. They are very far behind at this point. 10 kills. Wisp goes back by himself. Going to start ganking. He picks up an Urn as well. Gank going down mid on Earthshaker. He does get stunned. I believe that was the Sing Sing taking the fissure from him. Starting things off. A ulti on Sing Sing. If he dodges it, he is going to survive here. 180 HP. Nice little pick off on that Earthshaker. And it's going to slow down or advance their push a little bit too.
Yep, get the pick off, dodge the counter gank. Great play from Sing Sing, and we're going to see mousesports. They just need to get a few more of those, and then they get the kill, they get the pick off. They need to go for some towers now. They've got this strong push one, but they've yet to take a single tower on the map. World Elite, they haven't taken a tower, but they have not got a single good pushing hero here. They are all about the kills, the team fights, and well, defending their own towers, and they've done a great job of that. So far this game, slightly playing into their hands, but definitely there's the potential for mousesports with this Clinks to do a lot of damage in the mid game. And mousesports, I mean, making the best of what they can do here despite not having any towers.
Yeah, 1437 just now picking up level 6, so finally Tide Hunter is going to be able to do what he is supposed to do, and that is just stun everybody on the enemy team. Black is still farming in the jungle as well, 2 Sage's Masks, and he does want to finish this Orchid as fast as possible, because it's going to be so useful against heroes like Earthshaker, Weaver, and even a Darkseer if they can initiate on him first. But he is quite delayed from this top lane. Ancient Apparition was able to outlast him. He's currently up to 47, and he does have a kill, but it was not an easy lane like the previous game.
Yeah, but with Weaver doing so well, this Weaver with 65 creep kills, a 3-1 kill death score, I mean, this is not going to be the same Weaver we saw from last game. Sure, Weaver, I mean, didn't get the fastest ratings, but did manage to get up. But the time he had it, he's against an Anti-Mage who's out of control. There is no hero in this game at this point that's looking to get a ridiculously farm. So I think Weaver will be out of good start. Tide, Ravage, Zhao Lua gets insta-popped, and with this, the heroes you want to focus down. They get a second kill. They get Weaver as well at mid lane. AA ultimate comes flying in. ES needs to drop the fissure. It does hit Kuroki. Sing Sing. The shatter effect probably going to... No, it doesn't trigger. ES ultimate. Sing Sing still alive. Red HP. Chan does go down. The stun's coming out from Kuroki. A 4-0 kill trade. mousesports find the team fight, find the position. The teamwork is there.
Damn, that was such good execution. Everybody barely staying alive there. They focused on all of the core heroes, picked off the Weaver right at the start. Wisp as well was dropped in from there. Darkseer comes from the back, tries to clean up, but it just was not enough. The stuns landed and they picked off all the heroes. They're going to grab 2 towers from this and a 4-kill advantage, which is really going to make up for their EXP discrepancy. If we check out the graph, it is a huge swing back to the bot as the gank comes to the mid lane, and they just might know they do catch Kuroki at least. Man, if they would have gotten out scot-free for that, it would have been terrible.
Yeah, mousesports, I mean, they're the ones, I mean, they're somewhat out, they're choosing the better fights, but then they overcommit, they go for those towers, they get 2 towers there, but they're sort of underestimating this Wisp ability to pick off any hero on the map instantly. Kuroki once again finding himself, well, caught in no man's land. He is level 9, he's got 2k gold, we'll see what he wants to go for. I feel this is one of those games almost just going for a straight BKB against these aggressive stuns. There's nothing that they can really do to him if he gets BKB. Sure, there's going to be some right-click damage from the Weaver, but BKB is going to be a core item for many of these heroes, including Black, once he's finished off that Silent Sick, the Orchid Malevolence.
Yeah, you're totally right there. Very, very important BKB game. In the jungle, Bambo is currently just about at his Aghanim Scepter, 2,500 gold. Once he grabs that, he's going to be able to push and team fight better, but we'll see how much he does use it. Now, we may just kind of see Clinks do more of a ganking role after he finishes his Orchid, which is my guess based on the fact that he's grabbing Aghanims, because if you do pick up an Aghanims as a Nature's Prophet, that's going to take farm away from your carries, so you have to be very, very careful about when you pick up this item.
Yeah, I really feel Bamboo's played almost. They're giving him just as much priority as they are with Black in terms of getting farm. They know Black with just a Silent Stick can gank any hero on the map. Bamboo can always be TPing in to assist those ganks. He can just, even without TPing in, just throwing the ultimate can give Black a big boost to that DPS on any hero who may try solo gank. Black's being spotted at top lane. There's a Sensual in the lane. He's going to try to scurry away. Ancient Apparition pinging him. I think they want this kill. ES is lurking nearby. Oop, pops a cold feet. Black immediately win walking away. He's trying to walk back in. He's being hit by range. Yeah, that's going to reveal the fact there is a Sentinel Lord, so they're not going to go for that kill.
Oh, bot lane, they pick off the Weaver, though, with some great chain stuns. 1437 pops his Ravage as well. Looks like Wisp has dropped. There's a TP in from Bambo, and they pick up another 3-hero swing with the ulti from Tide Hunter. Huge plays out of Mouse.
Yeah, mousesports, this is just, I mean, picture-perfect coordination coming out from a team who have come here with a stand, and they've got Kuroki playing from them, but he is no stranger to competitive Dota, a very seasoned veteran, and fitting right into this team and making some big plays here on this Lestrak.
Yeah, such huge plays there. They almost didn't get the Weaver. He did time-lapse, but as the time-lapse went through, Kuroki's stun landed, and they followed that up with the Ravage, as well as a little bit more nukes out of the team. So man, they keep getting these clear-cut victories in these small engagements. They even find the Earthshaker. He's in so much trouble. Telekinesis, and he's dropped. A ulti is going to completely whip as Wisp shows up. Another double fissure. Oh my god, the Fade Bolt damage hits everybody. Wisp down to 100 HP, and Earn used offensively as Bambo's going to sprout and gets the vision. Wisp is dead. Bambo trying to trade for his life as they go on Darkseer. And I think Tide is the one in trouble. Kuroki actually even going to use his ulti for just a bit. He's got one Edict, maybe a stun, but he's going to rather choose trying to survive as Sing Sing also running away with Sakuchi now. So we'll be able to see the similar things that we saw in the last game.
Yeah, and this is the problem for World Elite. The last couple of fights, Weaver has been dying. They are going to get some revenge kills here. Sing Sing trying to escape out of this one. Actually, he's going to turn it around. He takes out Darkseer. Sing Sing with the Shikuchi plus Fable. He's still got a couple of Shikuchis left in him, so he shouldn't be in too much danger here. He can Shikuchi out, and he's going to do just that here. Has to manage to outmaneuver GG and will not struggle to do that. GG needs to get back, needs to keep on farming. These last couple of team fights, the last couple of deaths has really slowed down that farm. For a while, he was the most farmed here in the game. He was the highest level. All of a sudden, Clinks has overtaken him, and now he's just not looking to be as big a threat as he was 5 minutes ago.
And they're just insane numbers. Sing Sing has 14 assists as a support Rubik right now. That is ridiculous. He's been doing so well right now. Black on the top lane, very close to his Orc as well. Here comes the TP in from Nature's Prophet. They're going to be sprouting on top lane. He's going to have one Fissure, and that's all he's got. Couple more right clicks, and Earthshaker is dead. Who needs an Orchid when you have a friend? And he's got Aghanim Scepter finished, so his farm is going to get ridiculous here.
Yeah, Bamboo, Ags is up, his farm is just going to start skyrocketing, and Black, I mean, he's got enough gold now. There's the Orchid 11s, it's going to be coming out in just a second. He's going to courier that one out to him, and World Elite, Darkseer, Wisp, they've tethered up, they're looking for the opening, they have found it, it's at top, they want Bamboo. Bamboo, he gets the vision coming out from the Ice Vortex, he's going to go down. That Sprout TP trick does not work when you're against an Ancient Apparition.
And they did take a bot tower at least in response to that one. Not a whole lot you can do when they teleport on top of you by your own tier 2 tower with support TPs, so arguably a little out of position there, but they do at least force the tier 1 tower.
And we will see Black at top lane. He's picked up a DD rune, he's converted a Centaur War Chief. His damage is ridiculously high, and with good reason. Fancy Ancient Apparition hiding in the trees. Black is going to be looking to sort of 3 or 4 shot someone into the jungle, but that's where the fight is. Black's not nearby. It's going to be 14:37. The Tide Ravages. Every time it's up, it feels like mousesports find a 2-3 hero kills, and just it's unanswered. There's no rebuttal, and it looks like mousesports are going to head towards the Roshan pit. They want to get Roshan. They want to get the Aegis up on their side. Yeah,
that AoE damage is just too huge there. The Ravage plus the Anchor Smash. Wisp a very, very low armor hero, so that Anchor Smash might as well be a magic nuke. It's doing so much damage to them, and follow-up as well from the Split Earth as well as the Edict, and they can just absolutely crush any of those squishy heroes. So while they have very high mobility from the Wisp, tethering to people and teleporting in, the AoE damage is just so much that it doesn't matter that their heroes are there.
Yeah, I feel Tidehunter can just work so well against the Wisp. If you go, whoever Wisp brings in, well, it basically sets up Tide to hit off a big Ravage. You're never going to be able to prevent that from going off, even with stuns, because of that Kraken Shell at 14:37. I mean, it's not hard to push one key like Ravage, but he's been pushing at the exact right times. Basically, the decision-making so far from mousesports has just been a step ahead of World Elite. They're predicting their movements. They're seeing the Wisp coming in every now and then. They do manage to get a few pickoffs, but more often than not, it's mousesports who do have the upper hand in those games.
Yeah, just huge plays out of them so far. So looks like the Wisp and the Darkseer are still ganking. If you look at Darkseer's items, this is very different than how we normally see Darkseer played, at least in the European scene. Just sitting on a boot, a bottle, and a cloak. Just total ganking Darkseer, as weird as that sounds. Black actually scouting out a couple opponents, and he does spot out the Darkseer, so he's going to run back, but the rest of Mouse is showing up. 56 seconds left on Ravage cooldown. But will they still fight this? I mean, if they can pick somebody out of position, they can still push without a Ravage. And Black is walking in, looking for Ancient Apparition. He's thinking about popping the Orchid down, but they have to get a slow on top of him, because Orchid alone is not going to catch him a kill on the Ancient Apparition.
Yep, they're going to decide to back off. Now, mousesports getting very close to a couple key items here. 14:37 on 1900 gold. That's likely to be a Blink Dagger. Looking over at the Leshrac, I believe it was going to be a BKB coming up. Yep, he's just finished off his BKB. And he's going to fire that one out. It's going to be top lane. They're going on Black. Black, though, he's the bait. Tidehunter's there. No Ravage for 20 seconds, but it doesn't matter. Leshrac hits that perfect 2-man stun. Wisp and Darkseer will both go down. There's your Ancient Apparition ultimate. It's not going to do enough damage. And, well, 4 heroes drop very, very quickly. Nature's Prophet picks up a double kill. And the last hero standing, GG, in all sorts of trouble. Goes down as well.
Wow.
Takes out Black with him. But that is not the trade World Elite were looking for.
Yeah, 5 for 1 there. That wasn't even with Ravage. Comes up now. That is insane advantage out of Mouse. and definitely looking like they are not going to lose any team fights for the rest of the game. The Wisp pick was a really cool pickup, but we're totally seeing the disadvantages of the hero. They were able to get a couple ganks off, but now 7 deaths on the solo mid hero. He teleports to lanes, and honestly, the lost fights that they had in the past just puts them too far behind in terms of gold. Look at the gold there in 12k at 20 minutes in, and Mouse has insane push.
Yeah, not only was that without a Ravage, it was without Karoki's BKB, so this push is going to see BKB on the Leshrac. His damage output is going to get very, very out of control. ES looking around the Fisher once again, Icy on the front foot. With that vacuum pied blink, Ravage, this looks like all over Red Rover for mousesports, as they're going to wipe apart the World Elite lineup. Karoki with an ultra kill. The man himself, the stand-in, is just playing a hell of a game right now.
Yeah, just absolutely dominant fashion there. Getting their items at the perfect times. They had no idea that they had a Blink Dagger. Bam, Tide goes in, Ravage, Anchor Smash on 4 people, and follow-up as well from Leshrac. It's just so much gold advantage in AoE right now that they can just cleave them through so easily.
And I mean, mousesports, they're backing off. They're not going to go for the Rex as of yet, but they can just feel this game very, very well in their hands. They've got the advantage. They're going to look to take down these towers one by one, get that snowball effect happening, start taking the last tier 2 tower on the map, get the map control up, maybe buy a gem if they want to get the entire map control, but right now World Elite can't afford wards, can't leave their own base, can't get any vision or space to farm, get any key items up. It's the Weaver who is sitting on 3.6k gold, who they need a Radiance on, but it's going to come too late, and right now it's just, there's these fights happening and Weaver just can't do the damage he needs to do.
Yeah, it's very similar to what we saw last game out of the Weaver pickup. Even though the Weaver is doing semi-reasonable, he's got more kills than deaths, by the time he picks up his Radiance, he still has to be terrified of dying. And the Dire team has so much nuke potential. I mean, if you focus a Gush and a Fade Bolt and maybe a Leshrac combo, plus an Aghanim Scepter Nature's Prophet ulti, you just melt so quickly, and he's going to have to play extremely safe to try to pull back this game.
Yep, and Bamboo has decided on his next time. He's picked up a Maelstrom, so he's going for a bit of DPS here. Decided they don't need any more disables. He's going to be the more DPS one. Black is just going to be looking to maybe pick some people up. He's picked up an Ogre Club, so Black on the clink. There's your BKB. They're going to be looking to pick up a couple BKBs, and with that, there's so little that World Elite can do. They just haven't got the right-click damage, and Weaver, I mean, even by the time he maybe gets up his Radiance, can hit a bit harder. It's going to be, well, like you say, he's going to be constantly in fear of dying. One disable could spell his death. The Tide Blink wraps, they can just chain stun, burst him down, and Black with the Orphan levels. This is GG going down potentially. Sing Sing comes in from the side, GG. Easy kill for mousesports.
On the bright side, he didn't lose any gold. About 6 gold there lost. His reliable was sitting at 400. But being dead for 60 seconds when you're this close to your Radiance is a big detriment, especially when you're behind. So huge gank pick off there. That's exactly what we see out of Clinx's out at this point in the game. Once you finish the Orchid, you go invisible and you're looking for kills. We're going to see 14-7 actually getting caught. One fissure, but the Kraken Shell breaks. He's looking for an ulti, but he does take a cold feet. Running away from the center. He's going to for Gush. He does get stunned though, as Darkseer is picked off and the rest of his team is going to defend him there. Creep wave is cleared, and that is 3 heroes dead right there, losing Wisp on top of that.
Yeah, and I think mousesports may try to chip away at this tier 3 tower. Whether or not they can get it now, I'm not entirely convinced of, but they definitely can sort of start chipping away at it uncontested. They're not going to see World Elite looking to engage for a good 20 seconds here. No Darkseer ultimate up, even when these heroes respawn. And Weaver back in 10 seconds is going to have to be the one who just try hold it off, spam the swarm. They get the tower, they're going to start chipping away at the Raxes, and it looks like they're going to get the mid lane Raxes here. World Elite, just nothing these heroes can do. They're waiting it out, they know they can't defend, there's no point for ES to throw away his life. Weaver going to go try stall it up, maybe drop the swarm here. ES just needs to start stopping the fish. He's trying to walk in, he's going to get caught out now. And mousesports find themselves with another kill. Ragetrax is the only thing left standing in this mid lane. Mousesports in a very good position once again. Game number 2.
There's the BKB as well as the Ravage catching 2 heroes. Weaver is a little down to half HP, uses a time lapse, gets dusted immediately afterwards, eats a Gush. Slightly low as we see another tether. They pick off the Wisp, it doesn't matter. Kroki with the follow-up stun, lands on top of the Weaver. Weaver goes down, Aghanim Scepter on Leshrac. And good game is called for game 2. Mouse goes up 2-0 against WE and are just dominating the Chinese team.
Yeah, mousesports playing a hell of a series so far. They've got to win one more, but they are up 2 games to 0 and well, it's going to be a tough position for World Elite. This is not going to be something easy for them to come back in game number 3, 4, as well as 5. They've got to win the next 3 games, and it is possible. Anything can happen here. This is the International 2012, guys, and I've got to say, I mean, it's World Elite. They're in it still, but they're only just barely holding on.
Yeah, absolutely. First game was much closer than this one, but this one, once those team fights started happening, it just went really downhill. Weird, unconventional picks, and that's the problem with possibly holding on to those ideas until the match timers, is maybe you haven't quite tested them enough. Where's the balance? Do you test a lot and then everybody knows your strat, or do you save it and hope it really works out on the game day? But didn't work out here. Great counter picks from Mouse. Tidehunter absolutely clinched the deal there with the Leshrac on top of it. It just worked excellent.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Tidehunter Ultimate really was the difference maker there. Anyways, guys, that's been game number 2. We'll be back soon with game number 3. This has been Gods and Purge casting the last sort of qualifier match for the 16th spot here at the International. MUFC, who have unfortunately been unable to take part, and World Elite and mousesports are fighting over that deciding spot.